Last lesson I showed you how to play a C major scale using the same strings that we have tuned to the same notes as we do in standard tuning. Okay, now I'm going to move these up the neck. Okay, we're going to start it off on D now. Okay, we're at the 5th fret on the 5th string, D. 7th fret, E. 4th fret on the 4th string, F sharp. 5th fret, 4th string, G. 7th fret on the 4th string, A. B. That's the 4th fret on the 3rd string. 6th fret on the 3rd string, C sharp. And 7th fret, D. 7th fret on the 3rd string. So we got D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. Again, your octave there. Okay, so when we're building chords, earlier on I mentioned this, okay, that we start with the root note, in which case we got D. We pass the 2nd note and we go to the 3rd note. So we got D and F sharp here. Okay? Now, there's your root and your 3rd, 4th and 5th. That's kind of normal or a regular rock chord shape. Or let's say we'll call it, by the proper name would be an interval. The root and the 5th. Perfect 5th. And here we are with the octave. Root, 5th note, and the octave. Mucho, big part of rock music built on these block chords. Okay? So, what I'd like to do now is just break this down into smaller pieces. Let's keep this really easy. We've got this D, E, and F sharp. These two notes together. Now, a lot of the times what I do when I'm playing traditional music, if I'm accompanying somebody, a fiddler or a piper, what I might do is for a D major chord, I might just hold these two notes here. D and F sharp. And with the back of my first finger, the pad there, I'll lean back on the 3rd string so it's muted. So what you're kind of hearing is... But if I play all 6 strings... Okay, we're getting the D on the bottom, that root. There's the root again, an octave above. The 3rd note in the chord. A, there's your 5th note. And D, another octave above. So we got 3 Ds happen there. D, an octave, and 2nd octave above your root note. Okay? So there's my major shape. There's my D major shape. Now, if I wanted a D minor shape, we'd have D and F natural. 3rd fret on the 4th string. 5th fret on the 5th string. 3rd fret on the 4th string. Remember, I'm muting the 3rd string with the back of my first finger here. Okay, if we're in the key of D major, which a lot of fiddle tunes are, and an awful lot of pipe tunes, we'd have D major. This little shape here is kind of symbolizing or hinting at a D major chord. These two notes together. Okay, now a couple of years back, I had the honor of hearing and seeing Ravi Shankar, the great sitar player, the Indian maestro, playing, and he had 3 guys sitting in the back behind him who were just droning on this one chord on this instrument called the tambura, and it was just basically what we're hearing. These notes just droning on, resonating with other strings, right? So it kind of led me to think, like with the uilleann pipes, you got this drone note going on underneath before the melody is being played on top of it. So if we can use these top 2 strings as like our drone or tambura as such, there's our D major. The 2 chord in D major is an E minor, in which case we'd have E, G, and B. But using this shape, or D minor shape, but brought up 2 frets, So now we've got the E minor type chord happening here. 5th string, 7th fret with your ring finger. And then the 5th fret on the 4th string for that G note. We've got like a little E minor chord happening there without the 5th note. But what we do have, we've got the rest of those strings still resonating on, still droning like the tambura would, right? So let's just say, for example, what we can do here, right, is D major to E minor. Okay, D major, E minor, going up the neck, another 2 frets with the minor shape. We've got either an F sharp minor chord, or else we can have a D chord with kind of accenting on this F sharp, the 3rd note in the chord. Up 1 more fret, a semitone up, and using the major shape, those two together. So now what we have, 10th fret on the 5th string, and the 9th fret on the 4th string. It's G. That'll give you a G chord. It's an extended G chord. The proper name would be G add 9, because we got that A note happening there. But we're counting that as a drone at the moment, like the tambura, like I was telling you with Ravi and the 3 lads behind him. Okay, and we'll move it up another 2 frets. That's going to give us an A7, and the D on top gives it like a suspended 4th also, but we're just letting it ring on. Okay, let's go back, right? D major, 5th fret major shape, 7th fret minor shape, E minor, 9th fret minor shape, F sharp minor, 10th fret major shape, G, 12th fret major shape, A7th. Okay, we're going to leave it at that now for this. D, E minor, F sharp, G, A. And then we'll move to the next strings in the next lesson, okay? Okay.